next person is going to be speaking to you tonight, you all know well. You've seen him at many events and on television because we know he loves the camera. He is the Central Valley Field Office Manager for Equality California, Mr. Scotti Maldonado.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming tonight. I spoke with Jason about a week ago, week and a half, and I was getting ready to call him when he called me, because I was putting out some feelers to see if anybody really wanted to do any sort of a vigil, and the first thing Jason says to me on the phone is, we have to do something. We have to do something about this. And it was then that I understood that there are people who are in perfect sync with the rest of their community. And if there's one person who knows how to say what everyone else is thinking, it's Jason. And so I really want to thank him for being such a pillar through all of this, because I know I've been a wreck, emotionally and everywhere. A little bit about myself. I grew up in a very conservative Christian home. My father is an ordained minister. Words like fag and queer, Nancy, all of these things were said around me because nobody had any confirmation that I was gay. So nobody felt remorse or guilt, or even discretion. Fast forward, I always had thoughts that one day it would get better, and that day would be when I died. And I can't ever say for sure that I had any suicidal thoughts, but I certainly knew that if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have to deal with it. Maybe things would be easy. Maybe things would be better. I got in touch with an organization by chance, and that was 10 years ago, and it was the GSA Network. The GSA Network just celebrated 10 years. I was one of the first kids. I was one of the first lives saved by the people of the GSA Network. I think at one point in our lives we come to that point where there's one person or one thing that we owe our lives to. And we all know what that feels like. And as much as I owe my life to them, they keep giving back. And they've remained a steady pillar through all of the changes that have gone on over the past 10 years. And Carolyn, who's the executive director of GSA, will always be like a grandma to me, even though it's arguable that she doesn't even look old enough to be a mother. Over the past 10 years, we've made a lot of strides to combat things like bullying and teen suicide. And it's really scary to think that gay teens are still, 10 years later, 4 times as likely to commit suicide than their straight counterparts. And over the past 10 years, we've made a lot of strides. But you can't help but think, after all of this has come out in the open over the past 3 weeks, that we haven't done enough and that things haven't changed. Things have changed. It's just becoming more prevalent now. And things are about to change in a very big way because of people like us here and people that can't be here tonight that wanted to. Because there are good people in the world, and there are people that no matter what will still tell people that they love them, because sometimes nobody else will. And I want to encourage everybody tonight and challenge you beyond this to tell people that you love them, because I think all of us here are here because we have a firm understanding of what it's like to feel complete love, uninhibited love for a person that you never knew. I didn't know any of these kids. I didn't know Chloe. But I'm here because I was one. And I'm alive because of people like the GSA Network and people in my community that stood up and said, we can't let this happen. So, thank you so much for coming. From the depths of my soul, thank you so much.